Hey guys, and welcome to game number 41 of my 100 game rematch series against the AI-powered Scrabble BestBot. We had two big wins last week. Not big in the sense of winning by a lot, but big in the sense of intense wins that I really needed that came right down to the wire. Those are always fun and satisfying. 15 and 25 is the record, so slowly closing this large gap, now down to a 10-win deficit as we head into our 41st game of this match, getting fairly close to the halfway point, which is pretty crazy to think. I feel like I just started the first series, and now we're already halfway through the rematch series. Crazy, but it is what it is. BestBot's going to be first in this game. It's thinking for a little while here. I don't love my opening rack. FVY is a little bit clunky, but could be worse as well. It settles on Fez for 30. All right. Definitely want to try to get rid of some of these higher scoring tiles, but it's a little tricky to do because I can't overlap the Z. Maybe just Frenzy? It's 26 points. It's not bad. Could also just play Fervent for 17, keeping the Y. I think Frenzy's better. I mean, VT is definitely a little bit worse than a Y. It's not 9 points worse, I don't think. Frenzy gives back the top triple. But with the F next to the double letter, that means the only thing that could go on that score is a 1-point vowel, so it's not too scary. So leaning towards Frenzy right now. Yeah, I mean, plays like Envy are just too big a point sacrifice to justify at this point. I don't really see anything through the F here. Yeah, I think it's between Fervent. I guess there's also plays like Venery for 16, but again, at that point I would rather just play Frenzy. Like, the V is bad, but it's not 10 points worse than an F or a Y. Definitely not. So, alright, I think Frenzy it is. I draw a U, which is not particularly good, but I'll have plays here like Vulgar. Hopefully. Vulgarity. Somehow the bot plays an I under this F. Like, I'd love to see the bot bingo. Oh, I didn't. I was going to say, I'd love to see the bot bingo with something starting with FI from that F in Fez, and I could bingo with Vulgarity as a disconnected 9. That would be pretty sick, but not meant to be. Halo for 30, okay. More or less the outcome I figured might happen after Frenzy. That's fine. So, what do I want to do now? Still needing to get rid of some stuff here. VGU, love to clear out from this rack if at all possible. I mean, I could play Vulgar here. It's only 12, though. That's not a lot of points. What do I have through this E? Vager? That's not many more. That's 14. Huh. Volter, that keeps the G. Anywhere for like Vug or Gov? I don't think so. I mean, I guess I could play Vug here for 11. That's actually not crazy, I don't think. I mean, with an E floating, this lead is not bad, although the E does often get blocked. If that E doesn't get blocked, it's actually a pretty good lead for bingoing. So I don't hate that, but it's not particularly good. Guava? 15 LRT is not all that strong. Yeah, these turns are tough. Both of the first two of these turns are just these racks where you kind of don't have any good options, and you gotta wade through this swamp of mediocrity, basically. Yeah, this is a tough one here. Huh. There's a place like Ova, but that seems pretty bad. I'm not really sure here. Kind of leaning towards Vug for 11, although it really doesn't feel all that good. Vager is also fine. Yeah, I mean, if that E weren't open, I don't think I would go with Vug, but with that E open, and, I mean, certainly possible it stays open, I think that's probably fine. I don't know, I might regret this. Maybe I should just play Vulgar. ALRT definitely bingos a lot more than AT, though. I think I'm going to go with this. Let's see what happens. Well, I have a Sternal through that E, so if that E stays open, my plan is going to work perfectly. If it doesn't stay open, then I guess I'll be a little bit sad, because I don't think I have any other playable bingos. on this board as it stands. Yeah, Tarnal doesn't take an S. Nothing from the V or the F here. Third A definitely not going to help me. Naturals through U. U is not in the right spot. Dang it. Sternal does get blocked. Yeah, maybe I should have just figured it was too likely to get blocked. Now I probably just play Antral here. I think, yeah, for 30, I don't think I want to keep fishing, guys. I mean, I'm starting to fall back a lot here. I'm down 56. I don't want to, like, I just don't think I want to do this because, I mean, yeah, I often bingo, but I'm giving up 17 points. And if I draw, like, 2 more consonants or something, I'm just really, really digging myself into a big hole. So I think it's more prudent here now to kind of switch gears and just be like, all right, my bingo got blocked, still keep the S, score 30 points, and stay as close to BestBot as I can. I think this has to be more prudent. I'm doing it. Give me a U, please. It's probably not going to happen. Mosquito with a U, for those wondering, but yeah, I really could use a U right here, right now. If not, then I guess just Chi here or something. It's not very exciting, but I definitely don't want to be holding this Q longer than I have to. It is the one drawback to turning over a lot of tiles, is obviously you can get good stuff like blanks and S's, but you can also get the Q. And the Q is no fun to have without a U. Alright, Mo for 33, I guess just Chi. Unless I burn the S here. 12 for the S. It's close. I don't know. I think with Mo's there, it makes sense to hold the S for 12. Also, Chi sets up ifs. So I think, yeah, it really helps my bingo and scoring potential enough. I do think it's worth it to play Chi here. Equity-wise, probably playing the S is better, but I really just like keeping the S at this point in the game. I'm down, have a decent scoring spot with it, and now have a good bingo line with it. Yeah, it might not be the right call, but it feels a little bit more natural to me here. I'm going to do this. Oh man, another O. Not at all what I wanted. Probably Vomito over here for 22 to clear out some of these O's. I mean, I don't think I have anything with Mo's over here. Yeah, Smoot has not made it into the Scrabble dictionary yet. So there's just nothing over there. Yeah, that third O really was not a good draw at all. I mean, Vomito looks just best here by a mile, given the lack of any other good options. I mean, other than that, like, what do I even do? Boo for 9? That's terrible. Room for, like, 12? I mean, everything is just awful here. Like, IOST is not even that good a lead, especially with 7 eyes still left. Like, you really want to be getting rid of a lot of tiles here. Other than the S, this rack is awful. Yeah, I haven't really just been able to connect and get a good rack early in this game, but thankfully, at least so far, the bot hasn't had anything amazing either. And it's going into a bit of a think here, so we'll see what it comes up with. Alright, Ego for 18. So now maybe I do consider Moo here. Yeah, that is probably worth it now. I mean, IOST, it's like, as long as I don't draw another eye, it's not bad. If I draw another eye, it's really bad. Vomito is how many? 22. So I actually like OS, I think, better than IOST just because of how many eyes are still left. This also does take out a big scoring spot, though, by playing here, which is nice. I don't really want to allow the bot to just score 40 there easily. So 5 more points, takes out a scoring spot. Alright, I think I can live with this. I might regret it, but I think I'm going to go with this. Alright, I drew Ostiary, so no complaints. Does it play? Yeah, it does, next to the Y in Frenzy. Doesn't look like a great draw at first, because the Y is not a particularly good bingo tile, but you happen to have one here, so hopefully that stays open. Royalist Solitary through an L, not going to fit. Yeah, I don't believe there's anything, unless there's some sort of crazy 10 from like one of these letters on the right, there's nothing else that plays. Yeah, no 9s through the IF. nothing from an E. So just kind of waiting and seeing if Astieri hopefully stays open. It's interesting, the bot is definitely thinking more than I would say is typical for it this early in the game. It's had multiple turns where it's spent like a minute or two. Alright, well the good news is that at least doesn't block Astieri. Wow, that is a good rack. Resist and a blank. Goodness, there must have been like, I don't even know, like probably 188 bingos, give or take, available for the bot there, I would guess. Josh Sokol could check me, but yeah, I mean, between that line and ifs, like, there were a lot of bingos available there. Goodness. Okay, I mean, yeah, Astieri is the only playable bingo, so enough said. I don't think there's anything here. Putamina, if I get an M, I'm not going to get an M. They're both gone. Still trailing by a bit here. Yeah, this is not all that great. I mean, I have stuff through the Y. I can at least play to unload some tiles like Yaudia or Painty or something. But I expect the Y will get taken. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I want to play off a lot of tiles here. I could really use the blank or the last S. Yeah, I'm down a bingo, more or less, here. Not in a particularly good position. I kind of like Nuptial. Opens a few more lines, turns over a lot of tiles. Seems like the kind of play that I'd want to make here. Do I have anything above Wingy that maybe scores a little more? I don't really want to play Pinata. It does get me 7 more, but the U is horrible here, especially with 2 more left. That just allows the bot to keep scoring too easily and compound its sleeve. Like, I don't really, not down so much that I need to be reckless like that. I just need to stay within the bingo and then hope to land something and then claw my way back. Like, if I was down 130, maybe I'd go for something like Pinata, but not here. It's just too easily blockable. Yeah, I don't see anything shorter that looks particularly good. Pinta, I gotta get rid of this U. Yeah, I think I like Nuptial. Create some more good lines on the left, the N and the P. Like I said, burn 6 tiles. Hope I don't end up with huge E or I trouble, but I think it's a risk I gotta take here to go for the good stuff I'm gonna need here. I'm gonna come back. Alright, let's go for it. Oh no. That's not good. Wow. 3 I's and a U. Jeez. That was pretty close to the worst draw possible, to be honest. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I have to trade here. Now I'm going to have to bingo twice. Especially after the bot scores almost 40 with Vax. Jeez. I mean, what do I even keep here? I wonder if I keep an A. And I think I keep an A. I don't think I keep an E with 6 E's left. I don't think I keep a P, because I need to prioritize bingoing, and there's also a P at open. I think I just keep an A here, guys. It's a constant heavy pool. I think keeping 1 A is good for balance. I don't think I want to keep more than that, because I also want turnover. Yeah, I think I trade 6 and keep an A. I have no idea, but, I mean, this is just bad. Alright, I mean, at least I got the blank. But BUW, really not what I wanted either. Yeah, these I's and U's are just killing me towards the end of this game. This is looking pretty bad. Because, I mean, the thing is now, I'm going to need 2 bingos to win this. And with WUIB, I mean, I just don't have anything here. He had Jins, Tuba, Tway. No, IBU is horrible. I think Tuba. EIW could definitely not end well, though. There's still so many E's and I's left. I could just, like, keep redrawing the same stuff I traded. But, I mean, I can't be afraid of that. Like, if I keep drawing that stuff, I'm going to lose anyway. So I have to just hope to miss it. Yeah, I mean, I guess Tuba, it does create some more lines, too, which is good. I mean, I'm still operating under the assumption I'm almost certainly going to need 2 bingos here. So I need to bingo quickly and also leave myself space for another one. It's possible. If I can get a bingo with the blank and then draw the S, maybe. I'm not out of this yet, but that last draw definitely, both of the last two draws definitely were not great. Another cool play here, which I don't think I'm going to do. It's just a nice fit. Un-B. It's 4 more. But I think I really need to open up space on the right, guys. The problem is, if I do something like this, and the bot plays under the D and gins, then the bottom left is getting exhausted. Even if I can hit something with ifs, I'd probably get back a lot of counterplay, and then the left starts getting exhausted. I think I have to create space on the right if I want a chance to bingo twice against BestBot here. Yeah, this is probably better than Taboo. A is a little easier to hit than a U. Alright, it's not all that promising, but I think it's as good as I'm going to do. Alright, that looks like a pretty good draw. Bow lines from the B will play. Or bow line or toe line under gins. Yeah, bow lines from the B would be nice to get down. That's about 90 points. In fact, it's exactly 90 points. By virtue of getting the W on the triple. So that'll be good. If I can do that, I think what I need to do is do that and then hope to draw probably the S and then hit something under ifs maybe, or on the bottom. We'll see what the bot does. Gins is actually kind of an ominous play from my perspective because that tells me the bot is fairly consonant heavy to make a play like that, and the pool is actually very vowel heavy. So I'm very concerned that the bot has a bunch of consonants and I'm about to bingo and draw like E-E-E-I-I-I-U out of the bag. I mean, that's very scary and quite possible, but there's also just nothing I can really do about it. Like, I have to just bingo and hope I'm wrong about that, even though I kind of think I'm right. But hey, we'll see what happens. Like I said, we'll just have to hope for the best. But yeah, the bot again going into a bit of a think here. It's interesting how many turns this game the bot has thought for over a minute when lately it's been playing quite a bit faster than this, I would say. So yeah, we'll see what the bot ends up coming up with here. And, oh yeah, I forgot about swingy. Not that it actually would have really mattered, because I didn't have an S at any point when it could have been relevant, but that would have been, hopefully I would have noticed it if I needed to, yeah. It's funny, because I saw twingy earlier, I was like, that's not a word. I forgot about the S hook there. But alright, that's going to probably do it. I mean, I'm still going to play bow lines, but yeah, this one just doesn't seem like it was my game here, unfortunately. Alright. Yeah, and there come the vowels. C-C-E-E-E-O-U. And the bot just plays P-I. Guess is there some out bingo it saw that it was worried about? I don't know. Is it fishing? For what? I mean, readied? I don't know where that's going to go down. Deadlier? No, it doesn't fit. I mean, let me not get back an out bingo here if I can help it. The R, drearied? That's not a word. Dikered doesn't fit. I don't think the bot can possibly bingo out. Just play Kool-Aid, probably? I mean, this doesn't give something back, does it? No, I don't think it does. I mean, maybe Drek, but I think I'll at least hopefully be able to go out next turn. Yeah, let's just do this. I don't think I'm giving back an out bingo. Alright, yeah, it just plays on the bottom right. And I'll at least cut this to under 100. Ace and pick is 17, Sika's 16. Anything better than ace? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Alright. Not the best. 427, 354. BestBot wins by 73. Yeah, this was a tough one. I was traveling literally the whole way. Just took me way too long to finally connect on something. By that point, the bot just kind of was in control and had a big lead he was able to hold on to. So let's see if there was maybe anything I could have done, but this was a tough one. Alright, so going back to turn 1, well, this is an interesting play for BestBot. It sacrifices 12 points to play Fez over Hazel. Interesting. I mean, the leave is definitely not 12 points worse on equity. Like, FT is considerably worse than AH-LT just because of how much better the H is and also how well it goes with the T. But it's more just giving back less floaters and also, I guess, not putting the E next to the double letter score. That's interesting. I think I would have probably gone with Hazel. 12 is like a little too much to give up, but Fez does have a lot of defensive benefit, and that Z, as we saw on my turn, is kind of tough to overlap. Yeah, I think Frenzy's fine. I mean, it just scores so much more than the other options. Faye keeps it tighter, but the leave is way too constant heavy. I think Fervent's just too big a point sacrifice. I think this is fine. Halo, wow, no C or H for Holocaust. That would have been pretty cool. Vulgate I didn't consider. Maybe I want to do that. Yeah, I think this comes down to, guys, like, how likely is that E to get blocked? Like, if the E is fairly likely to stay open, I think this has a lot of benefit, because ALTER is a really good 5-tile leave for trying to hit an 8 there. I guess maybe, though, on this board, there are just so few opportunities that the E doesn't really stay open that much. So maybe I should just turn over more with Vulgate, because, like, if this E doesn't stay open, then, as we saw, ALRT is really just not all that good a leave. It's often going to land me in this, position of having all these one-pointers that I can't do all that much with, which I hate being in. So yeah, I didn't really consider Vulgate here. I think I might have done that if I saw it. I just only saw Vulgar, which I didn't really like. For one more point, or just one fewer point, I figured I'd keep the more bingo-prone leave with the E open. I don't think this is terrible, but I do think Vulgate's a little bit better. Like I said, I just don't think the E is likely enough to stay open to justify keeping this kind of a leave here. Yeah, the bot does indeed block, and yeah, this here you have to kind of switch gears, I think. Although Errol is actually not terrible. I didn't see that. I still don't think I would do it. I mean, 14 is a lot to give up, and I'm still keeping an S. Errol is nice because it sets up 2 S lines. It has arrows and then also Foz. So it does put me in pretty good position to bingo on my next turn. It's definitely better than a play like Al I was looking at. But I'm still okay with this. I'm starting to fall back a lot. Let's try to stay close to BestBot. Still keep the S. I think this is fine. Plays Mo. Yeah, I'm not surprised here. Equity wants cheese. Barely, though, honestly. Only by about half a point. I think the thing is the S goes really well with the M and also the T. And just, like, Moo is really not a good leave. And having the S here just adds so much synergy, especially, I mean, obviously the equity isn't taking into account the fact that there's Mo's there. But yeah, especially with Mo's and ifs, I think this is worth it. The S is very, very good on this board. And, wow! BestBot not bingoing. Interesting. Huh. I mean, your bingo doesn't score much, but Ego also only scores 18. You're giving up 47 points. That's a lot, guys. Yeah, that's 10 equity. I mean, EST blank is obviously fantastic. It just really didn't want to open this. I guess it figures it does this, it goes up like 100 and the board is wide open, versus it does this, it's up 60 on a much more controlled board, and if I open it, then the bot just bingos because it's keeping EST blank. Wow. And it's often going to, as it did, hit a bingo with Eds that's just so much better positionally. That's really interesting. I mean, I honestly, without saying this, I probably would have just bingoed, because I figure 47 is too much to give up. But, I mean, with EST blank, like, you just need such a nightmare draw to not bingo. Like, even I bingos with ileitis. That's how good this lead is. You need to draw, like, 3 U's or, like, UUW or something. Like, you need to draw garbage to not bingo with this. Like, absolute garbage. Or maybe, like, WGV or something. It's so unlikely, and you're just so often going to get a bingo that not only scores more than this, but is just so much safer positionally, and you're in the lead. Like, if you were down here, I think you just bingo, but, yeah, with a lead, this is a really instructive position. I mean, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. It's just a tough play to make over the board. Yeah, here I think you kind of have to go with Moo over Vomito. I mean, getting rid of that I is kind of nice, but it's 5 more points. Keeping the T is also good, and like I said, you do take out that big scoring spot. Yeah, and now the bot bingo's here. Thankfully, I did have a bingo back to stay in the game. Wingy over Windy. It's interesting, with Swingy being good, I might have gone with Windy to not give that back, but I guess it's often going to just get overlapped and not stay open, but it's just another thing for the bot to worry about. So, I might have gone with Windy, but the D is better than the G. Yeah, I saw Pinata. Patina is more or less the same. That's a cool play. I'm okay with Nuptial, though, honestly. I think here, obviously I got a horrible draw, but I think I have to take a chance here and dig into this bag, given that I'm down 70 points. I need to bingo. I could really use a blank or an S here. I also want to open the board. This really spreads the board open. I think that was one thing I did a good job at here, guys, even though it didn't really pay off. The board is wide open on the top left. It's wide open in the bottom, middle, and then after my next play of 2-bit, it was wide open on the right. Like, I gave myself chances. I just didn't get the stuff I needed. I'm okay with this play. Bot plays Vax here. Yeah, I mean, this is just brutal. Maybe I do play TP. Huh. Yeah, maybe I don't know, AEIU? Maybe I should do this just to proactively open. That leave, though. Like, I just get one more vowel. It's horrible. It's 6 E's left. Ah, man, I don't know. I should have at least considered this. I think I was steaming a little bit after this draw, and I was like, I just want to get rid of this crap. But yeah, I mean, this is debatable. 18, I mean, that still barely keeps you within range. I think at this point, guys, like, most likely, BestBot's going to probably keep scoring, and I'm probably going to need 2 bingos anyway. And if I'm operating under the assumption I need 2 bingos, I should just exchange here rather than keep A, E, I, U. I think this is reasonable. It's debatable. I'm still okay with exchanging, though, like I said, because I think most likely I'm going to need two bingos. Yeah, I saw on B. I think I got to create some space, though, as I discussed during the game. BIU is just horrendous. I think I got to get rid of the U at the expense of keeping the W. And yeah, the game is basically over here. Bowlines, bowling, doesn't really matter. Yeah, what is the bot even going for here? I have no idea. Yeah, I wonder why PI and not just this for 30 immediately? Is it trying to draw something on row 5? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, ready. I saw ready. That didn't fit over there. I don't see anything that fits. I'm not actually sure what the bot is up to, but who knows? In any case, Kool-Aid seems fine for me here. And yeah, so alright. I don't feel too bad about how I played this one, guys. Definitely some tough turns throughout this game. I think my one play I kind of regret was Vug. I think I probably should have just gone for a turnover with Vulgate. It's a little bit more my style. I didn't see that play, unfortunately. Later on, I think I made reasonable options or reasonable decisions given the state of the game. So I don't regret anything too much here. Just a tough one with some of those draws. The bot had some good stuff in the middle of the game and leapt out to a lead that I couldn't surmount. So it is what it is. We were on a good run. 15-26. Now, hopefully, we can get a win on Wednesday in game number 42. Thanks as always for watching, guys. Really appreciate all your support, and I'll see you on Wednesday for the next one. Bye-bye.